Welcome to God is Us podcast. This discussion is in regards to confidence, faith of a mustard seed versus no confidence. Now, you know some people that do not have confidence in themselves. They are what you call pessimist. And you may be an optimistic person. Your cup is always overflowing, whereas theirs is always empty. These people will try to use conversation that you have to try to make you feel inferior or feel a lack of security or lack of confidence in yourself by using something that you are communicating with in a discussion that y'all are having. Try to use something to make you feel like you ain't a confident person or you're not secure in yourself. Don't let these people do that. You have to dispel what people are trying to God spell. Now, once you realize that God is us, they a part of God, you a part of God. God is experiencing life as you as well as them. Y'all are just on different planes of existence, different mental consciousness level, even though you might be having a communication with them. Sometimes it comes in the form of people trying to argue the fact that gas is high. Now, gas might be high for them, but when you go to the gas station, it ain't high for you. The groceries might be high for them, but when you go to the grocery store, every item that you envision to get is always on sale, and sometimes you get money right at the register back to you instantly. That's your level of consciousness. You don't take on or allow them to conjure because they talking so passionately or with great vigor about whatever they communicating. They are God spelling, but you dispel that low disposition frame of thought because that ain't what works for your vessel. Another example is people that try to make you sick because you sneeze or you cough or something you ate is causing yourself to be allergic to it, right? That's a lack of understanding of how the body work. If you sneeze, can't nobody tell you you got the flu. Sound like you need to go to the doctor. No, it sound like I need to clean my nasal passage because something that was a foreign object got on my nose follicles and I needed to get it out of my body. That's what it sound like. That don't mean I got a cold. That don't mean I'm sick. That don't mean I got an ailment or an illness. Don't try to conjure over her. A lot of times people that's sickly want everybody around them to be sick. So they going to try to give you the illness that they got because that's the space that they living in. They lacking confidence on how to get out of that space, whether they know that they lacking the confidence or not. But if they comfortable trying to tell you that you sick because you express, I ate these hot chips and now my chest hurt. Oh, it sounds like you got acid reflux and indigestion. I got that and I be taking X, Y, and Z. You need to go to the doctor because it sounds like you got GERD and all this stuff. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare let them do it. Just because they got it and they comfortable with living with that because they can't see no other way than that to live with that, that's their business. And you let them keep that conjure to themselves. Do not allow people that you could have known them for a very long time. Don't let them conjure and God spell nothing to you. You dispel that, rebuke it because that's not what's part of your vessel. You get up every morning and you God spell for yourself by setting your own intentions. They don't get to tell you how you moving through your vessel and navigating through the spaces that you navigating in because subconsciously what they're trying to do is transfer energy to you so y'all will be in the same frequency because in their heart they know that you got more confidence than them. In their heart, they know this. And they discernment because they got a low disposition is telling them well this person is going to go away from me and I ain't going to be able to have communication with them no more because they are expanding their knowledge and wisdom. That is what it's telling them. But their ego is pilfering through and trying to listen to respond to everything that you telling them. Limit what you tell these people. Limit it. If you share anything with them at all, don't just be having no conversation with them. You can tell that they doing that because they quiet and listening. They not telling you none of the stuff that's going on in their life. And then sometimes they ask you for advice about things that they experiencing, whereas you never ask them for advice about nothing that you're going through because you know that they not capable of giving no advice. Because why would you ask them for advice when you can go straight to the creator of all? That don't make sense. So you better learn who you've been talking to. It don't mean that they a hateful person. It just means that consciously they ain't on the same mental plane as you. You on a different level of consciousness, and you have to accept that. So don't be sitting up taking advice from nobody. If you know this person they ain't never mentioned no stock investments. They ain't never mentioned no crypto investments. They've never mentioned investing in anything. Why are you having conversations with them about investing? If they don't talk about gardening or planting and growing things, why are you having conversations with them about planting and having a garden? If they don't have the same kind of concepts or ideas, those are concepts that you have about life and enjoying life, why are you having conversations with them at all? You got to start asking yourself these questions because sometimes the things that we are drawing to us are happening and we are experiencing those low frequency people because we continue to talk to these people and they have not evolved. They haven't expanded their consciousness and they don't know where to begin. But it ain't your place to be trying to pull nobody along because they not willing to make the choice like you have to do what's best for them and they vessel by acknowledging that they are aligned with God and they are one with God as we all are, and seeking to find knowledge and wisdom and enlightenment so that we can create like the creator of all things because we are the creator of all things because the creator is experiencing life as all of us. So don't sit up and listen to these people talk crazy and don't even waste your time being mad about them talking crazy. You the one sitting up having conversation with them. You got to ask yourself why you keep having conversations with them. Yes, the path may be lonely. It may appear like it is. But you will find groups of people that's on the same plane as you. And if you don't, so what? That don't change the fact that you still supposed to create like the Father. That don't change the fact that he shall have whatever he say. That don't change the fact that you already victorious. That don't change the fact that as above is below. That don't change the fact that you're supposed to use your imagination to attract to you what you desire to have. That don't change the fact that your subconscious can't tell the difference between what reality and what's not real. It don't change none of that. So stop allowing people to God spell you, dispel what don't work, rebuke it, because they know, these people you be talking to, they know that you got the confidence of a mustard seed. They know that you got the confidence of a mustard seed. And they know that, oh boy, when they get to going for real, they ain't going to be around me. So when they do things that is outlandish and intrusive and over crossing boundaries, agree that they across the boundary and then you block them off and keep moving. It ain't no arguing because, quarreling with people is a foolish man's game. And beyond that, ignorance is the mother of all evil. So we know that that's the case. So anybody that's comfortable in being ignorant about just how they body work and what they supposed to be doing, what they actual purpose is, which all of our purposes is to create like the Father. Why you talking to them? Why you listening to them? Why are they? No, they don't get to give you advice about nothing, but they gonna be trying real hard. Why? Because they don't actively listen. They actively they respond. They listen to respond, but they not actively listening. But these are people that look at things for surface level. They can't think dimensionally about things. They gonna be sitting up telling you all the things that's bad and what's good, not realizing everything is coexisting simultaneously. You gotta have bad with good, because it ain't nothing but things. It just is. It's just frequencies, and everything works together, whether it's on one end of the spectrum or not. Now, if it's something negative that's popping off, it gotta be a duality to that that's not negative. It has to be, and it's different functions at different levels, and it's all happening at once. So be careful who you allowing to conjure in your space, whether it's your relative, somebody you know a little bit about, because you never know anything about everybody. You can never know everything about everyone. The corporations, government officials, politicians, whoever. Be careful who you let conjure for you, because they not supposed to be doing that.